If you think all vegetables are great for heart health, think again. Some veggies can actually work against your heart, while others are nature's ultimate medicine. That may sound shocking, but the truth is, not all vegetables provide the same benefits when it comes to keeping your heart strong and your arteries clear. Some are packed with heart-protecting nutrients that can lower cholesterol, reduce blood pressure, and fight inflammation, while others, especially when eaten the wrong way, might not be as helpful as you think. Many people believe that simply eating more vegetables is enough to prevent heart attacks, but science tells a different story. While vegetables are an essential part of a heart-healthy diet, some are far more powerful than others. Eating a salad every now and then, or adding a few greens to your plate is not enough if you are not choosing the right ones. The truth is, certain vegetables contain unique compounds that actively work to protect your arteries, while others, particularly starchy or highly processed ones, can actually contribute to blood sugar spikes and inflammation, which are major risk factors for heart disease. Heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide, and every year, millions of people suffer heart attacks that could have been prevented with the right lifestyle choices. The good news is that what you eat plays a direct role in how well your heart functions. Imagine your arteries as highways. Over time, if too much debris builds up, traffic slows, and eventually everything comes to a standstill. The right foods act like a natural cleanup crew, keeping those highways clear and ensuring that blood flows smoothly to your heart. If you want to lower your heart attack risk, improve circulation, and keep your heart strong, then you need to know about these 7 vegetables. Each one has been studied for its ability to improve heart health, and one of them might surprise you. In fact, it is a vegetable many people overlook, yet it has been shown to significantly reduce the risk of heart disease when consumed regularly. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you will discover which vegetables should be on your plate every single day, and which ones might not be as beneficial as you think. When it comes to heart health, it is not just about eating more vegetables, it is about eating the right ones. Certain vegetables contain powerful compounds that actively protect your heart in ways you may not even realize. They work like a team, each playing a different role to keep your arteries clear, your blood pressure stable, and your heart functioning at its best. One of the biggest dangers to heart health is the buildup of bad cholesterol, known as LDL. When LDL cholesterol rises, it starts sticking to the walls of your arteries, forming plaque that narrows blood flow. Over time, this can lead to high blood pressure, chest pain, or even a heart attack. But some vegetables have natural compounds that help lower LDL levels, almost like a sponge soaking up the excess cholesterol before it can cause harm. Another major factor in heart disease is high blood pressure, which forces your heart to work harder than it should. Imagine trying to drink a thick milkshake through a tiny straw. The more pressure you apply, the more strain it puts on the straw. That is exactly what happens inside your arteries when blood pressure is too high. Certain vegetables contain potassium and nitrates, which relax and widen blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow freely and reducing strain on the heart. Inflammation is another silent killer when it comes to heart health. When arteries become inflamed, they become stiff, making it easier for plaque to build up and harder for blood to circulate properly. Think of your arteries like a system of pipes. If they are clean and smooth inside, water flows easily. But if they get clogged with debris and gunk, pressure builds up, and eventually the system breaks down. The right vegetables work like natural pipe cleaners, scrubbing away buildup and reducing inflammation so that blood can move freely. One of the most overlooked benefits of vegetables is their antioxidant power. Every day, your body is exposed to oxidative stress, which damages cells and contributes to heart disease. Antioxidants act like a shield, protecting your heart from this damage and keeping your arteries flexible and strong. Studies have shown that people who eat a diet rich in antioxidant-packed vegetables have a significantly lower risk of heart attacks compared to those who do not. The best part is that you do not need to make drastic changes to benefit from these heart-saving vegetables. Even small adjustments, like adding the right greens to your meals or swapping out certain foods for heart-friendly options, can make a noticeable difference. Many people who have made these simple changes have seen their cholesterol drop, their blood pressure stabilize, and their energy levels improve within just a few weeks. There is a reason doctors and nutritionists constantly emphasize eating more vegetables, but the real secret is knowing which ones make the biggest impact. In the next section, I will reveal the 7 most powerful vegetables for heart health, ones that have been scientifically proven to clear arteries, reduce blood pressure, and keep your heart beating strong. And trust me, the last one is something most people completely overlook. Not all vegetables are created equal when it comes to heart health, but these 7 are in a league of their own. They are nature's ultimate medicine, packed with the nutrients your heart needs to stay strong, your arteries need to stay clear, and your blood pressure needs to stay balanced. Each one plays a unique role, and by adding them to your diet, you are giving your heart exactly what it needs to thrive. First on the list are leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. These are absolute superstars when it comes to heart protection. They are packed with vitamin K, a powerful nutrient that prevents calcium from building up in your arteries. When calcium settles in the wrong places, like your blood vessels, it makes them stiff and narrow, increasing the risk of high blood pressure and blockages. Leafy greens act like a natural traffic control system, keeping calcium where it belongs, in your bones, not in your arteries. The best part is, they are incredibly easy to add to your meals. Toss them into a salad, blend them into a smoothie, or lightly sauté them with garlic and olive oil for a simple, heart-healthy side dish. Next up are tomatoes, and these little red powerhouses are packed with a compound called lycopene, which has been shown to lower both blood pressure and bad cholesterol. Lycopene is what gives tomatoes their bright red color, but it is also a potent antioxidant that fights inflammation in the arteries. What most people do not know is that lycopene becomes even more powerful when tomatoes are cooked. So while a fresh tomato in a salad is great, cooking them into a sauce or soup actually unlocks more of their heart-protecting benefits. Garlic might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of vegetables, but its benefits for heart health are undeniable. It has been used as a natural medicine for centuries, and modern research backs up its incredible ability to thin the blood, lower cholesterol, and even reduce plaque buildup in the arteries. Think of garlic as nature's own blood pressure medication, but without the side effects. While it can be eaten raw or cooked, raw garlic has the strongest heart benefits. If the idea of chewing on raw garlic does not sound appealing, try mincing it finely and adding it to dressings, soups, or even spreading it on toast with a little olive oil. Then, there is the avocado, a food so rich in heart-healthy fats that it has been called nature's butter. Unlike unhealthy saturated fats found in processed foods, the monounsaturated fats in avocados actually help lower bad cholesterol and keep your arteries flexible. This makes blood flow more efficiently, reducing the strain on your heart. Avocados are also packed with potassium, a mineral that helps control blood pressure by balancing sodium levels in the body. Mash them on whole grain toast, Slice them into salads or blend them into a smoothie for a creamy, heart-friendly treat. Carrots may seem simple, but their benefits for heart health are remarkable. They are high in beta-carotene, an antioxidant that helps reduce cholesterol levels and fight oxidative stress, which can damage arteries over time. They are also a great source of fiber, which helps remove excess cholesterol from the body before it has a chance to build up in the blood vessels. Whether eaten raw, roasted, or blended into soups, carrots are an easy and delicious way to keep your heart strong. Beets are next on the list, and they are one of the best natural ways to reduce high blood pressure. Beets are rich in nitrates, compounds that help relax blood vessels and improve circulation. This means your heart does not have to work as hard to pump blood through your body. Athletes often drink beet juice before competitions because it enhances blood flow and endurance, but you do not have to be an athlete to benefit. Drinking a simple glass of beet juice or adding sliced beets to salads can do wonders for heart health. Finally, we have cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. These vegetables are like little detox agents for your arteries, breaking down harmful plaque and improving circulation. They are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and compounds that help lower inflammation, one of the biggest causes of heart disease. The best way to prepare them is by roasting, steaming, or tossing them into a stir-fry to keep their nutrients intact. Adding these 7 vegetables to your diet is one of the simplest yet most powerful things you can do for your heart. But what about vegetables that may not be as beneficial? Some can actually work against your heart health if eaten too often or prepared the wrong way. If you are wondering which ones to avoid, let's talk about that next. Most people assume that all vegetables are good for heart health, but what if I told you that some of them might actually be working against you? While the right vegetables can lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and clear your arteries, the wrong ones can quietly do the opposite. One of the biggest culprits is something found on almost every dinner plate: starchy vegetables like white potatoes, especially when prepared the wrong way. White potatoes themselves are not inherently bad, but the way they are often consumed, fried, mashed with butter and cream, or loaded with salt, turns them into a problem for your heart. They are high in rapidly digesting carbohydrates, which can cause spikes in blood sugar. Over time, these spikes lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and increased risk of heart disease. Even if they are not fried, a steady diet of white potatoes can contribute to high blood pressure because of their effect on blood sugar and sodium retention in the body. An even bigger problem is canned vegetables that are loaded with sodium. Many people buy canned beans, peas, or mixed vegetables, thinking they are making a healthy choice. But what they do not realize is that these canned versions often contain excessive amounts of salt. Sodium is one of the biggest drivers of high blood pressure because it causes the body to retain water, increasing the volume of blood in the arteries and making the heart work harder. If you are eating a lot of canned vegetables without checking the label, you could be unknowingly raising your risk of hypertension. There is a simple way to avoid this problem without giving up vegetables altogether. When buying canned vegetables, always look for low sodium or no salt added versions. Rinsing canned vegetables under water for a few seconds can also help remove some of the excess sodium. But the best option is always fresh or frozen vegetables, which retain all their nutrients without the added preservatives and salt. If you love potatoes but want a healthier alternative, swap them out for sweet potatoes. Unlike white potatoes, sweet potatoes have a lower glycemic index, meaning they do not spike blood sugar as much. They are also packed with fiber, which helps slow digestion and keeps blood sugar levels stable. More importantly, they are rich in potassium, a key nutrient that helps counteract the effects of sodium and keeps blood pressure in check. Roasting sweet potatoes with a bit of olive oil and herbs makes them not just heart-friendly, but delicious. It is easy to assume that as long as you are eating vegetables, you are doing your heart a favor. But the type of vegetables and the way you prepare them matter just as much as eating them in the first place. By choosing the right ones and avoiding the high-sodium, starchy options, you are giving your heart the best chance to stay strong and healthy. Now that we know what to eat and what to avoid, let's talk about how much of these heart-saving vegetables you should be eating every day for the best results. When it comes to heart health, it is not just about knowing which vegetables to eat. It is about making sure you are eating enough of them every day. Many people assume that adding a little spinach to their plate or having a side of broccoli once a week is enough to protect their heart. But the truth is, consistency is key. To truly lower your risk of heart disease, you should be aiming for at least 5 servings of heart-healthy vegetables per day. This may sound like a lot, but when you break it down, it is actually easier than you think. A serving can be as simple as a handful of leafy greens, half a cup of cooked vegetables, or a single medium-sized vegetable, like a carrot or beet. The best part is, you do not need to overhaul your entire diet or start eating bland meals. Small, simple changes can add up quickly. One of the easiest ways to start is by sneaking heart-healthy vegetables into your favorite meals. Instead of just drinking fruit smoothies, add a handful of spinach or kale. The taste is mild and blends in seamlessly, giving you a powerful dose of vitamins without changing the flavor. If you eat sandwiches or wraps, swap out mayonnaise or heavy dressings for slices of fresh tomato and avocado. Not only will this improve the texture and flavor, but it will also add heart-protecting nutrients like lycopene and healthy fats. For snacks, roasted vegetables can be a game changer. Instead of reaching for chips or processed foods, try roasting carrots and beets with a little olive oil and seasoning. They become naturally sweet and flavorful, making them an easy and delicious way to get more heart-friendly nutrients into your diet. If you enjoy stir-fries, toss in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. These vegetables help keep arteries clear and improve circulation, and they soak up the flavors of your favorite sauces beautifully. One of the biggest concerns people have is whether they need to completely change their diet to see results. The good news is, you do not have to give up the foods you love. Simply adding these 7 vegetables to your routine can make a significant difference in your heart health. Studies have shown that people who increase their vegetable intake even slightly can see improvements in blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and overall heart function in just a matter of weeks. The key is to be consistent. It is not about being perfect. It is about making small, manageable changes that you can stick with. Whether it is adding 1 extra serving of vegetables to your meals each day or swapping out less healthy options for heart-boosting alternatives, every little step brings you closer to a stronger, healthier heart. Now that you know which vegetables to eat, how to prepare them, and how often to include them, let's talk about how you can put all of this into action with a simple plan that will set you up for long-term success. One of the biggest challenges people face when trying to eat healthier is simply liking the foods that are best for them. If you are someone who does not enjoy vegetables, you are not alone. Many people struggle with the taste or texture, but the good news is There are easy ways to work around that. One of the best tricks is blending vegetables into foods you already enjoy. Spinach, kale, and even beets can be added to smoothies without changing the taste, while carrots and tomatoes can be blended into sauces and soups for a hidden nutrient boost. Roasting vegetables also brings out their natural sweetness, making them more enjoyable than when they are steamed or boiled. Another concern is cost. Fresh vegetables can sometimes feel expensive, especially if they are out of season. But there are ways to make eating heart-healthy foods more affordable. One of the best options is buying frozen vegetables. Many people think fresh is always better, but frozen vegetables are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen to lock in their nutrients. They are just as healthy, often cheaper, and last longer, which helps reduce food waste. Another tip is to buy vegetables that are in season. Not only are they more affordable when they are harvested locally, but they also tend to be fresher and more flavorful. Some people worry about whether these vegetables will interfere with their medications. This is an important concern, especially for those taking blood thinners. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are high in vitamin K, which helps with blood clotting. For people on blood thinners, too much vitamin K can affect how well the medication works. But this does not mean you need to avoid these vegetables entirely. It just means you need to be consistent. Instead of avoiding them altogether, eat a steady amount each day so that your doctor can adjust your medication if needed. If you have any concerns, always check with your doctor before making big dietary changes. At the end of the day, small adjustments can make a huge difference in your heart health. Whether it is finding creative ways to enjoy vegetables, making smart choices to fit your budget, or ensuring they work well with your medications, there is always a way to make these foods work for you. The key is to start where you are and build habits that you can stick with long term. Now that we have covered everything from the best heart-saving vegetables to how to make them a part of your daily routine, let's wrap it all up with a simple action plan that you can start using today. Now that you know the best vegetables for keeping your heart strong and your arteries clear, it is time to put this knowledge into action. Because knowing what to do is only half the battle. Actually doing it is what makes the difference. That is why I have a challenge for you. For the next 30 days, I challenge you to add at least 2 of these heart-saving vegetables to your meals every single day. It does not have to be complicated. It could be as simple as tossing some spinach into your eggs in the morning, swapping white potatoes for sweet potatoes at dinner, or adding some beets to your salad. Whatever works best for you, just make sure you are getting them in. The goal is to see how you feel after a month of consistently feeding your body the right nutrients. If you stick with it, you might notice changes you did not expect. Maybe your energy levels improve. Maybe your blood pressure starts to drop. Maybe your cholesterol numbers look better at your next doctor's visit. Small changes add up, and the sooner you start, the sooner you will see results. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these vegetables do you already eat? Which one are you planning to add to your diet first? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your response might just inspire someone else to take action. And if you found this helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I have more life-changing health tips coming your way. In the next video, I will reveal the top foods that can actually reverse high blood pressure. You do not want to miss that, so subscribe now and turn on notifications. Your heart will thank you.